Welcome everybody! We are here to have a little chat about what's that? Facebook and Instagram being down, right? This is crazy. So let me just find a place to put this camera. So as you know, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you do know. It's down! Facebook and Instagram! Okay, well. It may not be down because it was down. But depending on where you live and who you are, you may find it's back up again. Sorry about that. So, what am I here to discuss? I'm here to discuss what we can actually do. Gosh, I look a state, don't I? So I just drenched water down this off. What you can do instead of going on Facebook. Sorry, this is so unprofessional. I do feel like times like this remind you of life not always being about social media and stuff. This is so embarrassing. It reminds you about what's really important in life. And do you know what? You can take it as a sign. You can take it as a sign that God's saying, actually, why are you spending all your time scrolling? And it's times like this I actually begin to think, do you know, I spend an awful lot of time going through my feed. And can anyone relate to that? We spend a lot of time just like endlessly scrolling. Anyway, right. To not beat about the bush, I have made a few notes. And I'm here to tell you what you can do. Come on, where's my notes? Oh no. It's so embarrassing. Hold on, one minute. Just give me a minute. Oh. Okay, right, we're here. Here is a list of things that you can do instead of being on Facebook. Hello, Fairy. How you doing? You doing good? So, a lot of people are really depressed when the feed stops. And do you know what? There's nothing to say. It's not going to go right back down again. Some people have got it back. Other people around the world have not got it back. Let us know in the comments if you've got Facebook back or if you haven't. Anyway, so imagine this. Facebook's down. Hello indeed, Fairy. It's great to see you. No problem at all. Yeah, who's to say it might not go out again or for longer? So why don't you read a book? Okay, there are so many good books in this world, and let's be real. So yours isn't back, Fairy, is that what you were saying? Right, well there you go then. Let's be real, books were made... so many books have been made before Facebook even existed. There is so much content out there in books that we've actually forgotten the art of reading a good book. The world has. I have. Who just goes to a library on a regular basis? Yeah, we might do it on the odd occasion, but if you can actually really get into discovering the art of books, it's not short bursts of madness, is it? I'm so distracted today. It's not like for the short feed generation. Yeah, you love books, Fairy. Good. What's your favourite book, Fairy? Have you got one or not? Another thing you can do, you can go for a walk or a run. It's the simple pleasures of life, isn't it? But I tend to find in this world we are so distracted. Like, we live in an age of content that if the content's always there, we just don't want to do anything, Who wants to ever go out if you're not on a mission to go somewhere? I take my little girl to school in the mornings, but am I actually actively going out and about just for the sake of a walk? No, not really. I go for many walks throughout the day, but it's all practical. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, Fairy said Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's cool. I think I read that when I was younger, actually. I can't quite remember what happened in it, but I do think it was pretty good. That's my brilliant review of that. What else can you do? You can cook a new recipe. Right, it's a brand new opportunity. Great, you've got all this time here. The great thing about losing access to Facebook and Instagram is it will really sort of make you think, actually, I've got all this extra time, and it's shocking. Comics are good, Fairy, you're right. It's shocking how much time we waste on social media. If you download an app or look at your phone, for instance, on the iPhone, it's got a built-in feature called Screen Time. It can actually tell you how much time you spend on your device or on certain apps. You'll be shocked if you take that away. Take away your Facebook time, replace it with something like trying out a new recipe, a healthy recipe, this is golden time at your fingertips here. Organise your room, Fairy says. Brilliant idea. Yeah, because if you see the state of my room, it's a wreck. It's a wreck. And I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of people. We live surrounded in mess, and we just mostly exist just for your arsenic thing. I don't get it. What's arsenic thing? What does that mean? I don't get it. Anyway, call a friend or a family member. Right, we have got so used to contacting everybody by social media. Hello, Rain Triple Charm. I'm saying that correctly. How you doing? Is your Facebook back? Let us know. Or Instagram. I think we get so caught up into replying to someone's comment or story. Exercising, I get you now, Fairy. I was like, what? What's analyzing? Exercising, that's really good. That when is the last time you had a proper phone call with somebody? I think almost for me, voice notes have replaced having a good conversation with somebody on the phone. It's what I mean. This generation, right? We are so stuck into short bursts of. See, even now I'm getting notifications on my watch. Talk about short boosts, whatever. Distractions. We just constantly distracted. And do you know what? If you uninstall the Facebook app or the Instagram app, I'm not trying to be like haters on these apps because I use them all the time, but you would realise how much more productive you are if you're not constantly absorbed into the mindset of instant gratification, I suppose you call it. Writing your journal is a good one. We always update our posts on our stories, don't we, on social media? But do we ever just like write in a diary? Not normally, for me anyway. You can meditate. Meditate's good. So what I like to do for my meditation, I actually do this, to be fair. Do I have Roblox? No, I don't. I do not have Roblox, Fairy. What I like to do is I like to put on some, for me, I like worship music, right? So I can really praise God and just get into that zone. And it's good. It's good. Especially, right, recently I took time out to have a nice hot bath, put on some good worship music or something. And do you know what? Things change. When you pray, things change. Like, really, things change. With Where My Bands to remind me of that. But Jesus loves you, yeah. Sorry for asking. That's all right. No, ask away, I don't mind. You can ask whatever. Ask away. Try a new hobby. The good thing about having time is that you can have time to try something that you've not normally done or things that you've always wanted to do. And I find it's quite helpful to write down for an event like this things that you would love to do or try. And when you've got the opportunity, just go ahead and try it. You know, what about like, today, drawing or painting or Facebook is back, Xavier says. Instagram's still not working. Interesting. And I don't know if I said your name right. Xavier, is it? But yeah, it's really interesting to get some live updates on this. So it looks very up and down across the board. And like I say, even if it does come back, no, not being scaremongering or anything, but it's nothing to say it ain't going to go back again. Come off. So I think the important thing is that we don't put our faith and our hope in social media. You know, you don't put our whole world based around can we access the social media platform? Because let's be real, it's all just online, isn't it? It's just apps. And if you're relying on a big company to be your happiness, you've got a YouTube channel, Fairy. Cool, nice one. What do you do on your YouTube channel? Then you're putting your hope in something which can easily be taken away. Which is why I always say, put your hope in God, right? The one thing, the one person that's not ever going to be taken away. This whole world at one point will be gone, you know. Everything that we've got, material, whatever, Apple Watches, everything breaks down, but where's your faith based at? Where is your hope? If it's not on eternity, then it's all temporary, isn't it? So yeah, exercise was on my list, but Fairy said that earlier, so well done, Fairy. You beat me to it. Listen to music or a podcast. I do that all the time, even when I've got social media. There's some really good podcasts out there. I like to listen to a radio station called UCB, right? UCB. Oops. It's very good. If you guys want a radio suggestion, that's what I say. I have a friend who works for Instagram. He said they're working hard on servers. That's from Xavier. Interesting. Cool. Thanks to Xavier and his friend. So it's good to know they're actually doing something about it. You can watch a movie or a TV show, right? I think the temptation is to think you've got to be productive all the time. But like I was saying, actually, sometimes coming away from being productive can be as, like a rest can be as good as working. So what do I mean by that? It's putting all distractions down and maybe just completely zoning out into something daft, little comedy show or something. There's some brilliant ones on there. Brilliant things on Netflix, for instance, even that costs a lot these days. Or YouTube. And I will say YouTube never seems to go down, does it? Am I a dad? I am a dad, Fairy. Yes, I am. My little girl's in the other room. She's 5 years old. So, growing up quick. And actually, that's another good thing you can do. Obviously, this should be happening all the time. If you're a dad or a parent or a mum or whatever, spend time with your kids. Quality time with your children, right? You don't need Facebook and Instagram to go down to tell you that, do you? But family is so important. You can lose access to social media, but how much time and focus are you putting on your family members, your close ones? So, yeah, you just reminded me of that. Another one on my list was organise your closet, but Fairy said that. So well done. Or your bedroom, for instance. Learn a new language. I'm just going to read these out a bit quicker now. Learn a new language. You can do a puzzle or a game. Maybe start looking into something you want to, this is a bit more longer term, but want to volunteer at. So if you've got a bit of spare time, and I'll tell you what, you'd be amazed how much more spare time you get if you put social media down. Tell you what, if you wiped every social media platform from the world, just imagine how much time you'd have. It's quite creepy how we spend our time. Xavier said they just restarted the entire servers and are coming back online. It may take 20 minutes. Cool, I feel like we've got like a... I've never had a YouTuber say my name in a comment before. Fairy! Bless. Well, don't know why not. You seem like a lovely person. So of course I'm going to say your name and read out your comments. And Xavier, cool. I feel like we're getting breaking news here, peeps, if you joined into this. Apparently, you heard it here first. According to Xavier, Facebook and Instagram are coming back in 20 minutes. But we will see. Okay, we will see. Keep an eye out. Right, here's a good one. It's one I like. If you got extra time, take a nap. I mean, like, really? Come on. How good and beneficial is a nap? Have you ever, like, fallen asleep for, like, 20 minutes and woke up feeling amazing? When I'm in the car, right, obviously not, like, driving or anything, but if I'm in the car or, like, on a bus or whatever, a train, if I just have a nap, flipping heck, I'm feeling amazing. I feel like top of the world. Naps are good. Start planning for the future. Make some ideas for the future. Your goals, write them down. Stuff like that. Let me have a look. What else have we got on the list? Do some gardening. Cook a meal. You could do art, Fairy. You are correct. You could do art. Brilliant. Do some drawing or painting or... it's a good old-fashioned one. It's cutting things out of magazines, right? I used to do this when I was little. You could cut pictures from sort of magazines of things that you like. What do they call it? Some kind of vision board or something, I don't know, something like that. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call, got totally distracted then. So, have you noticed, right, social media, if you go to school, you can study. You can study. It's totally true. Maximise your time if you want to. Just imagine if you focused on revision, right? Instead of scrolling through Facebook. Imagine how much more productive you'd be, you know? You can explore a nearby park. So just literally just take a little wander around your park. And especially this time of year, right? It's getting a nice bit warmer, especially where we are in the UK. I don't know about the rest of the world. What are you guys thinking of the weather at the moment? If you took that opportunity to just take a nice walk in the afternoon or in the morning or whatever, bit of fresh air changes your day. Or what else can you do? Declutter your inbox. So your email inbox or your to-do list inbox. It's just having that time to go through the things that you need to get to do. I'm actually quite good at that in general, but a lot of people aren't. It's a bit of discipline, isn't it? You can do a home improvement project, or even just hoover up, or I don't know, mop up, or do the washing up and stuff like that. Write a letter to a friend. Man, a good old-fashioned traditional letter to a friend. Your name is Lollipop. Is that actually your real name? I don't think so. It's a cool name if it is. Yeah. Handwritten letter to a friend? Beautiful. Have you ever received a postcard from someone when they've been on holiday? Oh, how special is it when you get that? Joke. Ah, of course it's a joke. You can tell us your real name, Fairy? I'm assuming it's not Fairy either. You don't have to, by the way. It's up to you. Research a topic, so a bit like revision. Or just go outside, my final on the list. Go outside, take photos. Maybe even... Bye, Fairy. Nice to have you with us. Take care. God bless. Take photos and capture your surroundings. Just take in the scenery. Or draw the scenery. Draw the trees or whatever in the background. Majority of US should be back online, Xavier says. Thank you, Xavier. Nancy. Okay, Fairy. Nice to meet you, Nancy. And do you know what? Whatever you decide to do during the Facebook and Instagram downtime, use it wisely, even if that means just taking some time for yourself, because value in your mental health, right? Your rest and restoration. It's so important. More important than being productive, I'd say. Yeah. Put your screens down. I can see my breath. It's that cold. Put your screens down. And even when it comes back, even when Instagram and Facebook come back, thank you, Xavier. I really appreciate you subscribing. That really means a lot, mate. No worries, Fairy. We'll see you again. And make sure you subscribe. Even when it comes back. And no worries, Xavier. Sorry, you're distracted. Nice to see you too. When it comes back, value your time. If losing access to Facebook and Instagram and social media in general has taught us anything, it's that our time is precious and your day should be used much more wisely than just endlessly scrolling. Don't get me wrong, it's alright to scroll for a little bit, but think about how much time you're spending on these things. And look into the screen time app for iPhone. It's perfect, and there must be a similar thing for Android and all that, to just manage and monitor your time online. It's a time suck, isn't it? Before you know it, all your time's gone. Anyway, I want to say thank you very, very much for joining us. I've loved having you all come along for the ride. And let's see when Facebook and Instagram come back. Could be interesting. Could be very interesting. God bless you all right?